Hi everyone, welcome back to part 2 of the Book One Cozies Club chapter by chapter for Haunted Homicide, the first book in the Haunted Mansion mystery series by Lucy Ness. I'm Di, and this is my audio-only reading vlog for this book. Today I will be reading chapters 5 through 8 and sharing my thoughts with you along the way. Due to the nature of this reading vlog, there will be spoilers, so if you haven't read these chapters yet, I suggest that you not listen to this recording until you have. If you would prefer to hear my general thoughts on this book in its entirety, keep an eye out for my Book One Cozies Club series First Impressions video, which will be posted sometime after the reading vlogs for this book have commenced. So how is everybody doing this evening? I am doing well. I'm really looking forward to getting back into the book and seeing maybe if a spirit pops out and introduces itself to Avery, or see if she can figure out what's going on in that aspect. It did leave on quite a kind of cliffhanger, I would say, at the end of yesterday's chapters. So yeah, I'm looking forward to learning more about maybe this spirit and seeing what's going on with the hotel, and maybe get to find out more about the fire that occurred in the Marigold Room. So I'm going to dive into chapter 5 right now, and I will be back with you in a bit. So I just finished chapter 5. Very interesting that Muriel is our victim. She probably has quite a few people that disliked her, so I guess it's not really surprising that someone has a beef with her, but at the same time it's definitely not what I expected. Also very interesting that the ghost, or a ghost, appeared in front of Avery. I'm kind of curious to know if there are more ghosts, and maybe we'll find out what happened to the ghost that has appeared. Obviously, she must have been killed at the women's club, and yeah, I'm wondering if we'll get to see some of that history make its way into the story. I think we will. I have a feeling that our main character is going to be a medium like her aunt, and that would be a welcome story path for me. I'm very interested in stories about mediums. If you know anything about my taste in cozy mysteries, you know that one of my favorite cozy mystery series are the Ghost Hunter mysteries by Victoria Laurie, and I've also just recently read another installment in the Mediator series by Meg Cabot, which is a YA version of that type of story. So both deal with people who are trying to help other people pass over or move to the other plane of existence, or however you want to see it, but I really enjoy stories that have those aspects to it, so if this one goes in that direction, I will be pleasantly surprised. So I'm going to dive into chapter 6 right now, and I will be back with you in a bit. So I just finished chapter 8. Interesting things about, obviously, Muriel's family all have pretty bad attitudes. Don't know why that surprised me a bit, but it did. And I surely knew that her husband was going to be where he wasn't supposed to be when he tried to excuse himself to the men's room. But him and the granddaughter, Kendall? Jeez. So far we haven't been told like what Kendall's qualifications are to make her worthy or, even qualified for the job that her grandmother wanted her to have. And just based on her attitude, I don't know, it doesn't seem like I don't know. I'm probably just assuming just from how the information came across on the page, but it didn't seem like she was very interested in doing things, quote unquote, the right way. It seemed like she was more interested in doing things her way. Which again follows kind of in the line of how Muriel took on things, I kind of feel. Pretty interesting about how the president election went. I was kind of wondering if maybe Muriel blackmailed Agnes, which is why Agnes dropped out. Do we want to believe what Agnes said about how Muriel's home life was bad and that she dropped out to let Muriel have a bit of happiness? I'm not sure. And wasn't it Agnes who dropped her cigarette, which caused the fire in the marigold room? So I'm wondering if Agnes found something there and blackmailed Agnes with it. Just some thoughts that were rolling through my mind as I was reading. It's nice to see that the Women's Club is getting a bit more business. It seems like they haven't had that volume of business in a very long time. And even though it's because of a sad event, they were saying that the Women's Club was having a few issues, and with, the bad kind of word spreading, because Muriel died at the hotel, they thought that maybe things would just get worse, but so far it seems like it's doing the opposite, which is good for both the Women's Club and for Avery and her new position. I like how Avery and the two kitchen workers, I can never remember their names, Quentin and Geneva. I really enjoy all of their passages together, especially because they were so welcoming when Avery first got there, and then with all of the hustle and bustle of the meal prep and all of that, them sitting down to enjoy some hot fudge sundaes together was really sweet. I'm wondering if there's a little bit of a story, more of a backstory, I should say, in regards to the dumbwaiter sign that Agnes made her first presidential decision about removing. I don't know, it just seems like Dodie had such a long relationship with the Women's Club, and then for a thing like her, up and quitting all of a sudden without telling anybody, I feel like there's got to be something else there. I don't think people just up and quit for no reason, and especially because she reached out later and told them what had happened, or that she was, working at a fancy hotel somewhere else. I don't know, it just seems like there might be something more to that story. But in any case, I am still very interested in this story. I'm interested to see if Avery is going to finally give in and give her aunt a call. We've now been told that her aunt thinks that Avery has the same gifts, so I'm interested to see if that's going to be explored more. So that'll do it for me today. Let me know what you thought of these chapters down in the comments below. Don't forget that you can also come and chat with me on Discord and our Goodreads group. I will be back with you tomorrow for chapters 9 through 12, and I hope you're all having a great evening. Talk to you later. Bye.